Yeah, what up? Hey, blacks, just keep the blindfold on no matter what. There's gonna be a lot of bullshit in the comments, but you just gotta keep the blinders on, dog. It's all hate. Hey, hey, Blackie, what's up, dog? You're a bitch. All right. Just yeah, but you saying that while you're walking. Black don't feed in. Hey, blacks, you wanna be Mexican, don't you, dog? Yeah. Just keep. Don't even feed in, dog. They're just gonna say what they want to say. Hey, blacks. Hey, let's get that fade, dog, from like all the way across the world. All right, dog. See you when I see you. Hey, blacks. Hey, fuck the cowboy. What? Oh, hell no. Yeah, that's exactly how I keep the blinders on, and that's exactly what this video is gonna be about. The fact that you got to keep blinders on sometime, because there's gonna be a lot of cats out there that hate you, but understand that hate and controversy brings views to your channel. So I know exactly what I'm doing, y'all sabes. Yeah, you see that? I'm gonna just go ahead and send my shots out before I even get into the topic. Y'all sabes. Yeah, I'm about to put on my nerd glasses because that's what guys like me that wear Green Lantern rings and do collection and game it. That's what we do when we don't gangbang no more. But anyway, shouts out to Rose Leon. Like I said, I would shout you out. Shouts out to ESE Trouble. He got a song called Where's the Homie At featuring Chiko. I'm going to drop that link. To JAYKWIZZ, I'm going to drop his link. To Anthony 420. Well, Anthony underscore 420 lowercase double X. He does beats on IG. Go ahead and check him out. 787. Local D. Bottom Pilsen in Chi-Town. Conejo. Johnny Bargash to Southeast Los and to Frisco. Now let's just get into it. Anyways, like I said, controversy will always sell, and that's the whole thing. Whenever you're gonna do anything on YouTube, understand that there's gonna be backlash to anything. If you start a gaming channel right now, you'll probably get more hate than I get in my comments because people take it serious. It's like the simple fact that I covered SPM, and covered X-Rated and Capone. I'm just gonna start off by the Capone because at the end of the day, he still is the homie. Maybe not personally, but he still is a homie. For the people that came in my comments and spoke about him and felt like I was disrespecting the homie, at the end of the day, this is social media and people will get on here and say what they want to say about you. When people ask me multiple times to cover it, I'm going to cover it. That's what content creators do. Seeing that my channel is now monetized, I gotta hit a certain quota in order to get the money from it. Just getting on YouTube and talking about anything in order to get that money is not something I want to do. I do want to cover topics. When I first started my channel off, it was somewhat controversial because, it was controversial. So I shifted the narrative to something that was a little bit more constructive. Not all the time constructive, but constructive because at the end of the day, it gets to a point that I wanted to convey. Now, I can just throw videos on here all the time about anything. And for the most part, I'm going to have a couple solid subscribers that actually back me up and will watch my videos and look at every commercial that comes out in order to make sure that I get the money that I get. You know what I mean? Especially the ones that, donate. Last time when I did a live, there was 16 people. I mean, somebody donated $16 throughout the course of 20 minutes. They had already donated. See, and that's the goal. Whenever you create a platform like this, you want to be able to excel. You want to be able to continue to grow. I had no help from nobody outside of the viewers that got me to 11,000 views. You know what I mean? Not 11,000 views, but my highest video was like almost 170K. But now I got 11K subscribers. 23 and one hooked me up, got me to 10,000. I would have eventually got there, but he got me there a lot faster. So I sent shots out to him. Now that I'm at 11K and my channel is monetized, it's up to me in order to continue to put out, how should I say, content that will grab attention. Now, if I cover controversial topics such as SPM, X-Rated, and Capone, I decided to do that out of sound mind. And I made it a choice to comment on these certain cats. And in every video, I had a valid point. It may not necessarily went to your liking, you know what I mean? Or maybe you seen it a different way, but it's my platform and I choose to cover dudes the way I choose to cover them. Capone, I didn't smut that dude up. I said nothing bad about him outside of the fact that I didn't fuck with him like that. Doesn't mean that he ain't cool. It just means I personally didn't mess with him. Personally, there's a lot of homies that don't fuck with him or high power, but that's their choice. mine, I don't fuck with him for certain reasons. It's not because he's Pakistani, Middle Eastern, or Genghis Khan or whatever. I have no problem with his nationality. So for the people that came on my channel and said something about the pot calling the kettle black, I never once said anything about him being Middle Eastern and a Southsider. Because if you ever been anywhere, you know there's a lot of different races that claim that double S. So for me to hate on the homie out of that, that's just stupidity. You know what I mean? That would be that would be asshole backwards. You know what I mean? So on that note, I wasn't hating on the homie on that. I just basically covered a video that people wanted me to cover, and I gave my point of view. And at the end of the day, like I'm not mad that you got mad, because you will continue the view to see what Zod wants to say. And for the people that rightly support my channel, saludos. That's all love. You know what I mean? Because I know people that got a lot of subscribers that still can't get views. Now, what I mean by controversy is the topics. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit out in social media right now that I can cover that will garnish attention. Some might not have anything to do with gangs or anything of that nature's political views. You know what I mean? A lot of times, if you really want to get into it, you go the political route. I could go into Democrats and Republicans and Antifa and white privilege and all this other shit that's put out there in order to garnish attention, and I would get just as much love as I would get hate, but I would still get views. So understand this: whenever you create a channel of this nature, you're already starting off. Just me being me is already controversial. Black, Southerner, been there, done that. Nobody can discredit me, though people really want to. They can't discredit me. For the people that's on here trolling, I understand that's what you do, is to troll with no profile pics. You even got homies that, well, they're not even homies, but you got even Mexicanos that are Crips that, you know, on here talking mess, but ain't trying to run it. But like I said, your hate comes with that. You're always going to get that. So how should I say, man, if you're going to start something of this nature, understand, and you're going to speak on certain cats, understand there's a certain amount of hate that's going to come with that. And that's what I say to the people that don't mind, that weathering that storm. Do what you do, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody putting money in your pocket but you. You know what I'm saying? You do, you get the views. You set the pace. It's your channel. It's your platform. You set the pace. Do whatever you feel is going to garnish the most attention. Like I said, I could cover multiple topics in order to get my point across, but I chose to cover these because people asked, and I wasn't scared to speak about it. Now, as far as like these cats that I spoke on, I no longer speak about them because they're old news. You know what I mean? You can only cover a cat so many times. You got cats that cover 6ix9ine every day, and they're still getting views, but most of it's hate. You know what I mean? And for the people that hate 6ix9ine, you know what I mean? But I felt like there's no longer a need for me to cover, dude. I covered them like once or twice just to get my point out, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? My platform is still growing. I'm at 11K. For the haters that be like, oh, you're gonna die. I'm at 11K with no help. The Big Herc interview hasn't come out. I picked up subscribers from G Lou, you know what I mean? From when he interviewed me. But other than that, it's like I basically made myself, you know what I mean? So for the cats that, you know, let me just get to the point. If you feel like you want to start a channel, start it. If you're not worried about controversy or hurting people's feelings, do it. But at the end of the day, do it the way you do it. See, if I adopted other people's to mine, then I wouldn't be authentic. And nowadays, nobody's really authentic because everybody's taking something from another person. When I speak about politics, it's what I've researched. When I speak about people's characters, it's because what I've seen and research. You know what I mean? People come to me and they ask me about certain things. I do my research, and if I choose to speak on it, I choose to speak on it. People ask me about prison all the time. There's certain things that I just won't speak on. People come to my channel and get mad at the fact that I talked about program, you know what I mean? Getting my workout and being in the hole. But never did I once mention any shoes, any stickings, any, you know, whatever. But people, you know, people tend to find what they want to find, but it's okay because controversy will always sell. Say what they want at the end of the day. They will still come back to view you. They will still spew their hate in the comments, but you'll still garnish attention. Right now, I can't say that I'm contributing to a lot of people's channel, but there's a lot of people right now getting their views up because of me. You had a dude that's a black Israelite. He responded to a video so late I couldn't even understand why he still responded to it, but he responded to a video, took my picture, put it on his platform, and he's garnishing attention out of that. Some of it's negative, some of it's positive. Like I said, you're always going to have the ones that agree with you and the ones that disagree, but he's still doing the same thing. He's using controversy in order to propel him further into the spotlight. And that's exactly what I'm doing. At the end of the day, you can only talk about prison so much. You can only talk about this so much. You got to be able to switch the topics up. You might not garnish everybody's attention off the topic that you chose to cover, but to be honest, there's still going to be a lot of people that view you. There's going to be people that view you just out of the simple fact that they respect your content and they want to continue to support you. Being a black homie and a southerner on social media doesn't make me special. It doesn't make me wrong. It just makes me a person that created a platform. I'm still shouting people out. People are still getting a couple of views at a time. People's music is still getting viewed because my couple of comments and that little shout out. And it ain't, and it's not to say that they're getting millions of views, but they're still getting traffic. And anytime I say them, they're getting even more traffic because more and more people come to my channel every day. Some stay, some go. But at the end of the day, I still got people viewing my content, whether it's controversial or not. So with the hate, understand anybody, like I said, that's starting a channel and you got hate in your comments, understand that just comes with the territory. You know what I mean? And you just got to weather it. If you're going to be in social media, you just got to understand that fucking it comes with the territory. You know what I mean? And just be able to weather it. Don't worry about the comments. And for some people, you just gotta comment back. And I know people say don't respond to trolls, but you have to, because you want to keep them engaged. You want them to come back. You can after a while, if they start asking too much and they sound like cops, just block them. They'll create another profile. They'll come back and they'll talk shit, but they'll still view your video. Some will view the first 2 minutes. Some will just click on just to say what they're gonna say. Drop a thumbs down like a hole and do it like that. But at the end of the day, they still viewing your content. You still have a chance of making your quota at the end of the month. So yeah, engage them sometime. If you're not worried about running to them on the street and possibly get into an altercation, and like me, I don't trip. I run into cats all the time. Maybe one time I run into a cat, he want to get the business, but at the end of it, I'm with that smoke too. But you know, just if you're gonna start a channel, be original. You know what I mean? There's cats right now that they're starting their channel and they're doing the same exact thing I'm doing, and you can't do that. I mean, if it works for you, go with it. But for the most part, you gotta keep it solid. You gotta do you. Sorry, I just got this song I wanted to play before I even end this. Some of you gonna hear it and some of you might not, but like I said, controversy sells. Sorry if this video was all over the place, but like I said, Zah like to shoot it from the hip. But for the people that don't understand the fact that controversy sells, you'll continue viewing me and you'll say your comments and I'll accept that because you're continue viewing me. And with that being said, for the camaradas that, you know, your hats are coming, and for the people, like I said, that support the channel, it's much love. I should be going live soon. And on that note, I'm just going to leave off with this song. Proving our point.
Where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan Pairs, don't compare this music and this lifestyle. It's my love affair.
Volume's off.
I'm a fiend for these beats. I'm a junkie and shoot. I rep it like I got jumped in the shit. Through the hard times, people wanna jump shit. With all this stress in my mind, it's getting hard to function. A lot of cats who ain't in my circle are just people that I no longer fuck with. Why you bugging? I pay dues, I show you how it's do. I do what I'm supposed to do. All them real cats, always keep them close to you. Whatever decision you make, deal with it, cause it's something that you chose to do. Some like to learn the hard way, not me. Oh. Oh my God, pretty broads up in Broadway.
Had to stop eating on SoundCloud.
Licks with Jordan kicks. I ain't innocent or a saint. I'm in limbo, looking out for the Jakes in my East Coast lingo. Still bleed, dodge a blue. I do it for my people.
Gryffindor.
You'll probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan Pez, don't compare this music and this lifestyle. It's my love affair. You'll probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flow, chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan Pez, don't compare this music and this lifestyle. It's my love affair.
Got a cold flow, yeah, chilly chill.
And I'm out.
Take 'em back,